I'm David Young. I'm going to explain about the International Promissory Note that pays off debts. Okay, in the beginning, goldsmiths collected gold from people, and people borrowed gold. So the goldsmith started giving them a receipt, which is called a promissory note. So the people found it a lot easier to carry a piece of paper or hide around with them than actual gold. So that becomes the bank. Okay, the goldsmith became bankers. Now switch to the American modern day, or the world modern day. Under the United Nations, every nation under the United Nations is allowed to have IPNs, or International Promissory Notes, as money. Okay, it's legal tender, money, and currency of the country, and it is negotiable. The security instrument is an IPN. It's negotiable. Okay, the IPN has certain laws that it falls under. International laws under the Geneva Convention of 1930, when the United States went bankrupt the first time. The United Nations Convention of 1986, New Central Convention, which all ratified the promissory note as legal tender money. The promissory note is very simple. It's written on check security paper, and it has paid off debts, including my own home. Okay, the procedure that I use is we establish you a trust in order for you to become a private banker. The laws in the United States, especially Public Law 73-10, Chapter 48, Stat 112, states that the government is obligated to pay all debts, principal and interest, incurred by the American people through the United States Treasury. But it's no longer the United States Treasury, it's the Federal Reserve Treasury. Federal Reserve is a central bank, just like all countries have a central bank, that prints its own money. Okay, Constitution for the United States of America, 1779, states that only gold and silver coins are money, and other countries are the same way. But all countries have started the IPN, International Promissory Note. The International Promissory Note, after we do the trust for you in our process, we do charge for the process, however. Okay, for a debt under $300,000, we charge $5,000 because it has worked. We have, for a debt $300,000, $600,000, it is more than that. Okay, that's wholesale. If you can get it for wholesale, that's great. Okay, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't. It depends on if you're disabled, 62 years of age or older, active duty military, or military retired. Then you get the $5,000 rate for the under $300,000. Otherwise, it's going to cost you $7,000 without the discount. We give you a $2,000 discount if you're in those four range groups. Okay. After we do the trust for you, we do your UCC1. Then after you get that filed with your state and your county, where you through the county recorder's office, then we send you the UCC3 plus the IPN note in check form itself. You get the medallion signature stamp from your bank, and it's a done deal. Okay, because that medallion signature transfer stamp verifies that it is a negotiable security instrument, transferable from bank to bank to the U.S. Treasury, so you can get your money and pay off your debt. Okay. After you do that, then we send you supporting documents so you can get it notarized, and then you're ready to send the complete package in to pay off your debt. Okay. If you have any questions, just call me at 850-826-1662. That's my cell phone. My home phone, 850-423-9728. Or in the Philippines, you can call Steve Cohen. Okay, Steve is the one that's going to be giving a presentation over here in my stead, because I cannot stay over here that long. If there's any questions, please call or contact either one of us, David Young or Steve Cohen. Thank you. Okay, the UCC1 is the highest law in the state. So therefore, that UCC1 verifies that and registers the IPN, International Promissory Note, as a security instrument. This is a copy of the International Promissory Note that we use. Up here you can see the green medallion signature transfer stamp that verifies this is a negotiable security instrument. Down here are all the law, or part of the laws that it is there. That's for the medallion signature stamp from a bank, and only banks and only banks can give this. Sometimes Merrill Lynch, T. Rowe Price, and the others give it also. Okay. This right here is a satisfaction of mortgage. As you can see, it is signed by City Mortgage Bank. Okay, City Mortgage. That is a satisfaction or release of mortgage for me and Johanna. Okay, that is a relief. This proves that it works, that it has worked in the past. Now, we do not give any guarantee because we cannot control the banks, but we do offer a $30,000 cash guarantee if you can find any law that states that the International Promissory Note is a fraud, a scam, bogus, illegal, or unlawful, which you cannot do because, as I mentioned earlier, the Geneva Convention of 1930-31 and the United Nations Central Convention of 1986 verifies that the United States and Canada and all nations under the United Nations, including Germany, Russia, Philippines, Guatemala. As a matter of fact, Guatemala. Okay, we just did a deal with one of my clients, $40 million. Guatemala Bank. The funds are in the bank right now, ready to go. Okay, that is proof also that it has worked and that it is a negotiable security instrument that will pay off your debts. So please go to debtloanpayoff.com. That is debtloanpayoff.com. Order your e-booklet, which explains about the IPN, gives you all the laws, especially Public Law 73-10 and all the other laws that deal with the International Promissory Note to make it legal, tender, and currency that the banks have accepted so far. Thank you.